Hello there, good evening and a warm welcome. This is RupEnglish-News.
A very good evening indeed. I'm Nitya Chandra.
I'm in Raja's studio. We start off with a look at the headlines for tonight. Today is the 4th anniversary of liberating the motherland from terrorism. The President says that this era should enter history not as one of war but as one that ended the war. Political analysts point out that Sri Lanka, since terrorism, has achieved massive development. National RupEnglish Corporation received the awards of the Best TV Station and for the Best Teledrama at the Raigam Tele Awards Festival. More than 60 people die in a bomb blast in Iraq.
For those and other stories in detail now. It has been 4 years since the motherland was liberated from terrorism. The main function of the Victory Day celebration was held at Golfers Green this morning under the patronage of President Mahinda Rajapaksa. The function started with the arrival of the President and the First Lady.
Sri Lanka Prajatantrika Samajwadi Jandaje ජනාධිපති සහ සන්නද්ධ
A minute of silence was observed in remembrance of the martyred war heroes. The Sri Lanka Artillery Regiment offered 21 gun salutes to the President. The President, travelling in a special vehicle, inspected the Guard of Honour.
අපේ මාතෘභූමියේ මහා
After the President addressed the nation, the parade began. About 9,600 personnel from the tri-forces, the police and the civil defence force participated in the parade. The function was organised to display the military might of the security services. There was also a display of army vehicles and naval and air displays.
සංගීතයට අනුව සමුදුරේ කළ නිහඬ සේවය නීල වර්ණයෙන් විදහා නාවික හමුදාව විසින්ම නිෂ්පාදනය කරනු ලැබූ අධිවේගී වේව් රයිඩර් හා ඇරෝ
සමුත්තමාචාර්ය පුදු කරනාකාරයි අපට පොක්කන්න ලැබුණා. බුදුතොරතුරු ගවේෂණය කරමින් නිරායද ලක්ෂ සංඛ්‍යාත අහිංසක දෙමළ ජනතාවට ආරක්ෂා සපයමින් කරගත් පොලිස් විශේෂ කාර්ය බළකාරය ගත වූ දශක තුනක කාලය තුළ ත්‍රස්තවාදයේ මුලින්ම පරාජය කරමින් 2009 මැයි මාස 19 දින අප මාතෘභූමියේ ළඟ ගමන් රථයේ ගමන් ගන්නේ විහාර එල්ල කළ හැකි උපරිම දුර මීටර 20380 ළඟට අයත් සර්ච් වර්ගයේ නියමවන් රහිත ගුවන්
sailors who made the supreme sacrifice through their the soldier
යාම් සීද නෙලෙලේ
තානිය මේ මෞපියම වෙනුවෙන් ලබා දුන්නු දෙදෙනා සබලියන් දෙදෙනාත් මේ පරිසුත් සම්දර්ශනයේ සඳහා එක්ුණා.
President Mahinda Rajapaksa in the meantime says that the present era should not go down in history as an era that waged war but as an era that ended the war. He said that the future too should be looked at and remembered as an era that prevented the recurrence of war. The President made these comments addressing the nation at the function held at Golfers Green to celebrate the 4th anniversary of Victory Day. The President said that groups who signed the ceasefire agreements to betray the country to the Tiger terrorists are attempting to look past our nation's heroic deeds. The President assured that he will not allow the revival of terrorism in the motherland.
යුද්ධය අවසාන කළ යුගයක් හැටියට මිනි මරපු ලේ හලන යුගයක් හැටියට නෙවෙයි ටයර් සෑම් වල පිච්චුණු යුගයක් හැටියට නෙවෙයි.
The President said that this era is one which should go down in history but it should not be as an era of bombs and bloodshed. It should be as one that put an end to terrorism. He said that this era should not also enter the history books as one in which the youth were burnt in tires. He reiterated that this era should enter history as one in which that ended the war and an era that put an end to unpleasant incidents. The President also reminisced about naming many places based on destructive activities carried out by the Tiger terrorists in many parts of the country. The President said that people used to identify places of attacks with various names of victims. Some of these names were the Parami Kulatunga murder junction, the Clancy Fernando Junction, Mutalif Murder Junction, President Premarasa's Murder Junction, and he said that this was a country in which the people feared leftover parcels.
සිවිල් ආරක්ෂක බලකායට දෙමළ තරුණයෝ 4000කට ආසන්න පිරිසක්.
The president said that political parties that promote separatism are attempting to drive the Tamil society towards destruction. More than 11,000 former LTT cadres have been rehabilitated and they are living freely at present. They have understood what real patriots are made of. The present government has rendered immense service to the Tamil population, which has never been done by any other government. It is because of this that several thousand Tamil youth came to the streets in Kilinochchi against the resolutions of the UNHRC sessions in Geneva. The president said 4,000 Tamil youth have been recruited for the civil defense force. They are cultivating several thousand acres at present and they contribute to the economy of the country. At the same time, there were several thousand others waiting in queue to join the tri-forces. Initially, it was some of the people in the north and leaders who were in foreign countries who were against the Tamil youth joining the tri-forces. It was not the people in the south. The youth of Kilinochchi protested against the Geneva Resolution and expressed their support for the government. Said that this is a country which has several thousands more followers in readiness to sacrifice their lives for this nation. It is a reason for us to be able to see freedom and sovereignty of the country.
Well, the Parama Veer Vibhushana medals have been presented to 6 war heroes who marched to safeguard military status of the motherland. This is the highest medal awarded to personnel in the tri-services in recognition of heroism. These war heroes, disregarding their own lives, serve for the protection of their colleagues and fulfill the objectives of their regiments by facing the enemy gallantly. The Parama Vibhushana medals are offered for the sacrifice of lives through display of courage. President Mahinda Rajapaksa at the Victory Day commemoration function presented these awards to the closest relations of the martyred war heroes. This was presented on behalf of the captain of the Gajaba regiment, PM Punsiri, who died of a terrorist attack at Uvakulam on 2nd July 2007. The medal was awarded for his heroic act of blasting a bomb to safeguard his regiment and thereby destroying a large number of terrorists. The war hero Lieutenant W. Jai Tilaka of the Gamanu Regiment martyred on 20th April 2009 when he attempted to capture the large security sand mound of terrorists in the Iranamadu area. He died when he was attacking a row of bunkers of the terrorists. Staff Sergeant K.G. N.L.R. Pereira of the Commando Regiment died on 21st April 2009 in a battle carried out to rescue the Tamil people who were held by the terrorists in Puthumathalan. A Parama Vibhushanam Award medal was also presented to Sergeant K.P.D.T. Gunasekara of the Commando Regiment. He jumped into a bunker of terrorists in a battle carried out to capture the Barrow Point fortress of the Tiger terrorists in order to save the lives of his colleagues. Corporal Nilantha Kumara of the Commando Regiment also joined an attack carried out on 29 January 2009 to an area in Puthukudurippu in which the terrorists stowed their heavy weaponry. He died when he jumped into an enemy bunker to capture it. A Parama Vibhushana medal was also presented on his behalf. Corporal S.V.A.M. Pushpamal of the Commando Regiment sacrificed his life in a battle carried out to rescue the innocent people who were held by the terrorists in the Puthumathalan area. A medal was also presented on his behalf.
And with that, it's time for a special report on the history of Victory Day.
The Tiger terrorists attempted for 3 decades to divide Sri Lanka and thereby established a separate state. Several economical centers became the targets of terrorist attacks. In order to put an end to these 3 decades of destructive culture, all the government that came into power attempted to solve the problem through discussions. Even the present government extended their hands to the terrorists initially for peace. However, the Tiger terrorists rejected this gesture. The Tiger terrorists closed down the Mavilaru Anicut and thereby declared the Fourth Ilam War. It is after that the government started the operation of destroying the Tiger terrorists under a gallant leadership that was aware of all the setbacks in the past, that was unswerving and that was determined and dedicated. It was this leadership that provided the courage to the war heroes to march forward without any fear. The war heroes initially defeated the terrorists from the east. After expelling the terrorists from the east, the war heroes started the operation of defeating the terrorists in the north. The war heroes, with the fullest backing and ignoring death traps, landmines and sand mounds, attacked the terrorists unceasingly. They identified the enemy targets accurately and destroyed these targets one by one. When the fortresses of the terrorists started to falling, they used the innocent civilians as a human shield in their fight. However, the civilians, whenever they got an opportunity, sought refuge among the war heroes. The compassion and the kindness shown to them by the war heroes displayed the highest humanitarian qualities of the war heroes. When the terrorists started retreating under the protection of the human shield, the government announced no-fire zones for the protection of the innocent population. The final no-fire zone was established in Vellamullivaikal area. The Tiger terrorists, who made everyone understand that they possessed a huge armory and terrorized the whole country for almost 30 years, were reaching their end. Several non-governmental organizations and other pro-LTT forces made a great effort to safeguard the retreating terrorists. The government, which was careful not to make the same mistake that had been made in the past, was firm in its decisions not to bow down to any external pressure and was determined to put an end to the 30 years of terrorist menace. It was at this time that the sun rose on the 18th of May 2009, fulfilling the hopes and aspirations of the nation and spreading its bright light on a peaceful Sri Lanka.
මේ භූමිය තුල අවසන් මොහොත දක්වාම ප්‍රාණ අපේටගෙන සිටි සාමාන්‍ය ජනතාව මුළුමනින්ම මේ වන විට වන්නේ මානුෂ්‍ය මෙහෙයුමේ ඉලක්කය යුද හමුදාව සපුරා තිබෙනවා.
The dedication of the war heroes until the last enemy against the country was destroyed was immense. The country lost many valuable lives. Some of the war heroes have been confined to wheelchairs and some others are spending their lives with the help of crutches. They receive protection and security. The heroes who fought for the nation are courageous even today. This is a moment that opened up the voice of the heroes.
I am Lieutenant Ratnayaka. My regiment is the 18th Regiment of the Vijay Bafut Infantry. It was at Mankulam where I was subject to a claymore bomb. Both my legs became lifeless due to this bomb attack. During my childhood, I had no intention of joining the army. However, when I grew up, I decided to join the army. I thought that by doing so, I could become of service to the country. The theme of this is house outside the house. It is not possible for us to do anything individually. There are others to help us. Our colleagues in the army have now received houses. They have been provided with land as well. Many welfare activities like this have been done for them. The President, the Defense Secretary and the Army Commander have not forgotten us. They have treated us similar, treating their own kith and kin. Today is our day. I'm appealing to the people of Sri Lanka not to create a situation for another war like this to take place. Although I do not have both of my legs, the people of Sri Lanka are capable today to walk anywhere and to be happy. I am very happy about this situation. Moving on to other stories, National RupEnglish-News-18-May received the award for the Best Television Channel at the 2012 Raigam Tele Awards Festival, and National RupEnglish-18-May also received the award for the Best Teledrama Channel. National RupEnglish-18-May received 19 awards at the festival in total. The Raigam Tele Awards Festival is organized annually to appreciate the contribution made by media institutions to appreciate the talent of artists for a better television media culture. And the 2012 Awards Festival was held in Colombo yesterday under the patronage of Senior Minister Ratnasiri Vikramanayake. The Tommy Aiketia Children's Program, directed by Atula Ransilidal, received the award for the Best Animated Children's Program. Vasulia, directed by Ravi Abhay Vikrama, received the award for the Best Magazine Program. The award for Best Teledrama Lighting was presented to the teledrama Duli Pintaru and was received by Somaratna Pereira. Santos Alienage, who directed the Duli Pintaru teledrama, and Sunil Meendukula, who was a script writer for the Rupa Avalokane, received special awards of the jury. Sachin Chaturanga Mendes, Heshani Rwandika and Chris Harris of National RupEnglish-18-May also received special awards from the jury. N.S. Niranjani received the award for the Best Tamil Presenter of the Year. Sujeeva Gunaratna received the Best Art Director Award for the teledrama Davala Kadulla. The Best Singer Award was presented to Bachi Susan, who sang the song for teledrama Uppuli. Indika Upamali received the Best Female Singer Award for the singing of Uppuli teledrama. Upal Prajan received the Best Photographer Award for the teledrama Davala Kadulla. The Best Actor Award was presented to Shriyanta Mendes for his performance in Davala Kadulla teledrama. Sunetra Rajakarna Nayaka received the Best Script Writing Award for Davala Kadulla. Baditio, directed by Ananda Benaka, received the Best Award for the solo teledrama. Davala Kadulla teledrama was adjudged as the Best Teledrama of the Year. Professor Dharmasena Patiraja received an honorary award. National RupEnglish-18-May was adjudged as the Best Teledrama Station for the year because of the receiving of highest number of awards. RupEnglish-18-May was also adjudged as the prestigious television channel of the year, and other television stations under their innovations were also appreciated.
වසරේ විශිෂ්ටතම ටෙලිනාට්‍ය නාලිකාව ජාතික නාලිකාව ජාතික රූපවාහිනිය. සෙසු නාලිකා සහ නිර්මාණකරුවෝද අකීමට
Welcome back, and we continue with news here at home. War heroes who made the supreme sacrifice on behalf of the country have been commemorated. The function in this connection was held adjacent to the Ranavir statue in Sri Jawadhanapura Kotte under the patronage of President Mahinda Rajapaksa. Leaders of all religious faiths conducted the religious rites. A silence of 1 minute was observed to remember the martyred war heroes, and the Triforces and police presented a Rana Jayabera rhythm. President Mahinda Rajapaksa then offered floral tribute to the war heroes monument. Following this, Prime Minister D.M. Jayaratne, ministers, parliamentarians and other distinguished guests also paid floral tribute. The children of war heroes had arranged a special puja on this occasion.
And in the meantime, Venerable Ale Gunawansa Theros said that each and everyone should join together to defeat the forces that are attempting to destroy the motherland, and which is protected by the war heroes who sacrificed their lives. The Venerable Thero emphasized that people should unite for this purpose, devoid of party politics. The war heroes sacrificed their lives for ending terrorism. It is the duty of all those who love the motherland to protect the peace established by the war victory. It was in the second independence struggle that we achieved victory. The Venerable Thero said that what we have now is the country that was conquered by shedding blood and tears. He said that we should remember that 23,000 lives were sacrificed to gain this freedom. The Venerable Thero emphasized that we should not get carried away by various political and international forces.
Analysts point out that Sri Lanka, since terrorism, has achieved a very high progress in several sectors within the last 4 years. The peaceful atmosphere has contributed for this progress. The resettlement of people in the north and demining of areas suitable for cultivation have also been completed. Terrorists had planted landmines in an area of more than 2,000 square kilometers. Sri Lanka, after ending terrorism, has achieved high economic growth compared to many other countries. International Monetary Fund announced recently that the growth rate was at 6% and the country's highest growth rate of 8% was recorded last year. The trade deficit also shows a significant growth. The import expenditure of this year has been reduced by 9% and the foreign direct investments is also increasing steeply. The central bank says that the local production in the country will achieve a progress of 6.5 to 7% this year. Steps were taken to fill many public service vacancies under the program of providing employment for graduates. In the year 2006, 46,000 graduates were recruited to the public service. Last year, another 51,000 graduates were recruited. The government also contributes to self-employment activities and a large number of employment opportunities have been created in the private sector as well. The unemployment rate in the country has fallen to 3.9%. There has been huge development in the provision of infrastructure facilities as well. By the year 2005, the country had only a road network that was more than 50 years old. Highways and expressways have now been added to the road network and highly contributed to transport and development activities. In parallel to this, rural roads and railway lines have also been developed. There has been massive revival in the tourism industry. More than 1 million tourists visited the country last year. It is expected that this number will increase to 1.2 million this year. The largest fish harvest of the country was obtained last year. It was more than 488,000 metric tons. Compared to the year 2012, the inland fishery industry has achieved a development of 40% and oceanic fishing industry has received progress of 38%. The record income received by fish exports amounted to 26,000 million rupees. 93% of the population has been provided with electricity supplies. It was only 72% in the year 2005. It is significant that a large voltage of electricity supply has been added to the national grid from the Upper Kotmale, Lakshya and Keralapitia projects. It is a main objective of the agricultural sector to make the country self-sufficient in rice. Paddy harvests exceeding consumer demands are being received and the uninterrupted provision of fertilizer subsidy has greatly impacted this progress.
Well, Minister Dinesh Gunawardena has completed 30 years in his parliamentary career. A Sanghagata Dakshina was held in this connection today at the Isipatanaramaya Navina in Maharagama. President Mahinda Rajapaksa also joined this function. Minister Dinesh Gunawardena contested in the parliamentary election for Maharagama in 1983 and got elected to parliament. Since then, he rendered an immense service to the motherland and the people as a trade union leader, parliamentarian minister, a visionary leader and a patriotic leader. At present, Mr. Gunawardena is functioning as the leader of the Mahajana Eksa Peramuna, the chief whip of the government group and the Minister of Water Supply and Drainage. Several programs are being carried out under the theme of Tisvasaraka Ran Piyavara. In this connection, Speaker Chamal Rajpaksha and several ministers and parliamentarians also attended today's function.
A warm welcome to Sports News on RupEnglish and I'm Kasun Segera. The undefeated Sri Lanka team made their third victory today in the triangular cricket tournament organised by Sri Lankan Cricket. They defeated the combined team of Sri Lanka by 3 wickets. 3 teams named the Sri Lanka A, Sri Lanka Combined and Sri Lanka team are participating in this tournament. The combined team, batting first, scored 258 runs for the loss of 8 wickets in their scheduled 50 overs. Kaushal Silva scored 99 runs and Jahan Mubarak scored 54 runs. Nuwan Kulasekara took 3 wickets and Dilwan Pereira and Chanaka Velagatara took 2 wickets each. In reply, Sri Lanka team scored 259 runs for the loss of 7 wickets in 49.4 overs. Upul Taranga scored 102 runs, Chamara Kapagatara scored 49 runs, while Dilhar Lokohettige took 3 wickets and Isarudana took 2 wickets. Sri Lankan cricket has focused attention on several novices who showed their talents in this tournament.
Thank you, Kasun, and with that we wind up RupEnglish News for tonight. New stories tomorrow at the same time. Until then, good night.
Good night.